Yeah. Good morning, everyone. So yesterday we learned about all the if conditions, how to work with if conditions. I will give you some sample programs you have to try, right? You have to write those programs. Let me see, right? Online people can post into the comments the programs. Offline you can write and show me. That I will give you level by level tasks. So that we can understand how much you learned, how much you understood about conditions. Then other statements, examples I will give. Next time I will give a assignment, upload into classroom. You have to fill up and submit. Programs I will check here itself immediately. Okay, let's see. So write down this program and show me this. We learned conditional statements now, right? So write a program like this. This is the first program you have to try. Write a program to find the given number is within specified range or not. From small to complex things we will go. Basic level, intermediate level, and expert difficult level. We will check, we will see the programs. That means see here. In this program, you have to write one function called find range. In that find range function, what it have to do? It have to take three values: number, minimum, and maximum. And you have to write a condition inside. Condition you have to write like this. If condition, what is the condition? If number is between minimum and maximum, then it should say in range. If number is not between minimum and maximum, then it say out of range. That means like this: you entered 3 and you entered range 1 to 10. This indicates it is in range. You entered 12 and you entered range as 20, 30. Is it in range? It is not in range. Then it has to display out of range. How to write a program for this? Write down and show me. Write down the program and show me for that. Write down the complete solution. You have to write the condition. How the condition is written. Write and send me, I will see. So you have to write a function called find range. 3 values. Here we have to write if. How to check that number is between minimum and maximum. You have to write a condition. That means in range means what? The number must be greater than minimum and number must be less than maximum. It's a simple one. So from simple things I am explaining, simple point. I am giving you a task. Mm. Mm. Not 1 or 10. Any number it should show. Any number it should calculate. Na? Then how do we write? You have to verify the parameters. Huh? Right? It is a simple point. What is that? You have to just write a simple condition here. What is the condition? The condition for this is simple. See, what's the condition you write here? So function, what is the function name? Find range is the function. We have to take 3 parameters. What are those? Number, min, and max. We have to write condition. If number is greater than or equal to min and number is less than or equal to max, that means it is in range. Document dot write. So here we will write. So your number, whatever number entered is within. So min and max range. That's what we type like this. Huh? That is just displaying a good output. Okay. Else document dot write. We will say out of range. Out of range. This is so option. So that is option. Same line you can print again. Huh? Just what you can do. Your number is out of out of range. That means now here we are entering find range. Into that we are passing 3. First value is how much? Suppose 3. Second value 1, 10. That means what it is going to print? It should print that. So your number 3 is within 1 to 10 range, right? Suppose I given 13. Then it should say that your number 13 is out of 1 to 10 range. That is the basic condition, right? This is a simple program for that. I will upload these solutions also, right? But you should write it first. This is the example one, first one. Okay. That is the condition. That is the first problem. It's a simple one. Our intention is to learn conditions correctly. Okay. Now write this condition, second one. Second one, write a program to find the largest among 3 numbers. A, B, C. The largest among 3 numbers. You have to compare A with B. You have to compare B with C, C with A, and you need to display which one is largest. That means what it should do. Suppose I return find largest and I entered 10, 5, 8, 19. It should return 19 is largest. Understood? How to write a program for that? That means it should print A is largest, B is largest, or C is largest. How do we write program for this? Write down the program and show me. Else if you can write just else. Else if also fine, but that is else is enough. Why you are writing and that much complex not required. Simple, make it. You have to keep it simple. One at a time. Hmm. So keep it simple. Logic. Don't try to write a lot of conditions, huh? Right? Okay, so these Bhaskar Rao, Manikanta, and Asif. Actually, first point is you are comparing A with B, and you are comparing A with C, and A is greater than B, and A is greater than C. Then which one is greater? A. Then what else left now? B and C. If B is greater than C, then B is greater. Otherwise, C is greater. You don't need another condition, again another ampersand. That means you can keep the condition very simple like this. What you can do? So if A is greater than B and A is greater than C, which one is large? A is largest. Then just you have to compare B with C only. No, A is already compared with B. A is compared with C. Now only B and A should be compared, na? Right? So here, so if B and C should be compared. Now if B is greater than C, that means B is greater. Otherwise, which one is greater? C is greater. Why it is greater? Because already it is compared with A, na? Above it compared with A already. If it is, means if A is not greater than C, that means which one is greater? C is greater. And if B is greater than C, then B. Otherwise, C. This makes simple. You don't need to write to end. All of you people have written that. All of you people have written that, right? That keeps very simple. It's okay. It will work. What you written, all you people, Bhaskar and Manikanta and Asif, all you written is good, but it can be more simple. Okay, it will work. What you written, it will work, but it can be simple. How it can be simple? You compare A with B, you compare A with C, and next what? So you compare just B with C, right? If B is greater than B, C is greater than C, right? Try to reduce the number of logic to write. Okay, means conditions. You don't need many conditions to verify. Okay, this is good. Okay, now next one. Let's check the next one. Write down the next program. So write a program to find if the given values are for a triangle or square. It's a simple one, but logically just a sample point you have to think. So you see this is array na, you are passing an array into function. If 3 values are passed, it is an triangle. If 4 values are passed, then it is a square. As of now, we are checking 2. If 5, it is a quadrilateral or something else, right? We are defining. As of now, 2. If 3 values are passed, that means they are values for a triangle. If 4 values are passed, then these are values for a square. Now write the logic for this. That means what is the output you have to print? So if they pass 3 values, it should say it is a triangle. Understand? If they pass 4 values, that means find shape. They pass 4 values, array. Suppose 10, 20, 40, 50, like this 4 values they pass. Then it should say that it is a square. So it is a square or a rectangle, something it should show. How? You will write conditions. These values are stored in this values parameter. So values is an array. Na? Values is an array. If 3 values are there, then it is triangle. If 4 values are there, it is square. First, you should compare value with number, not number with values. You should never compare a number with a reference, reference with a number. It is also simple one. Huh? Not 2, it is 4. 3. Triangle means 3. Na? Values, how many values are passed? Length means it will count how many values are there. 3 or 4. Huh? You are able to write values. It is an array. Na? Array means how many values are there in an array, how to get. How many values are there in an array, how we can access by using length, right? If length is 3, then it is an triangle. If length is 4, then it is an square. So you have to return that. Just I given a option. I just given like a square, but square means all sides will be equal. For that, another program we will see. Okay. I just given a point. You can call it as a rectangle or quadrilateral or anything. That is simple. So what you write here, you have to write based on length. So you have to just write based on length. If length is 3, length is 4. Right? That is the option. It is going to print those values. Okay. Now you can write this. Write a program to find the values are for a square or rectangle. What is condition? For square, all sides must be equal. Otherwise, it is a rectangle. Now write side 1, side 2, side 3, side 4. All sides must be passed. You have to check that all sides are equal. Then it is square. Otherwise, it should say rectangle. So if all sides are equal, it should say it is a square. Otherwise, it should say it is a rectangle. You are not writing logic correctly. I'll tell you. What is this at all? This is not an expression, right? So here, this you are verifying, is it equal? What is this again? That means first you have to check side 1 is equal to side 2 and side 2 equal to side 3, like this is assignment. This is not comparison. Comparison means what? Double equal or triple equal, na? Comparison is double or triple equal, right? So first you have to compare side 1 with side 2, then side 2 with the side 3 and side 3 with side 4. Understood? This is the condition. So if side 1 is equal to side 2 and side 2 is equal to side 3 and side 3 is equal to side 4, then all sides are equal. Next, one more option here. I will give 5. Next one, write a program to find the given number is an even or odd. So function is find even odd, something like, and you pass a number. It should return whether that number is even or odd number. Any number which is passed, it should verify whether that number is an even number or odd number and return it. How? How a number is verified as even or odd? Comparison. Huh? Logic is simple, na? The number must be modulus divide remainder value, modulus divide by 2, and value must be remainder value must be 0. Then it is an even number. So any number modulus division by 2 and even. Yes. Equal is assignment, man. Double equal is comparison. Double equal, triple equal are for comparing. Equal means what? Assigning. By whom? By which number? Even number means divided by 2. Where is 2? Huh? Modulus divided by 2. And the remainder is 0. Then it is an even number, right? Yeah. What is the condition here? Condition is same. So we have to write. So function here we need to write if number is modulus divided by 2 and remainder is equal to 0. Then you have to print even number. I'm just giving a message, huh? Else you have to print as an odd. That's the condition. Okay, na? Later I will give you complex. This is the only beginning. Small concepts I am giving. Later we will go more complex. Because in companies, interviews, especially if it is an ordinary startup and other companies, they will ask some general logics. But if it is MNCs, then they will ask a lot of technical. MNCs will not just leave you with the general logic. They will ask you technically high scientific calculations also. Means they will say that convert degrees to Fahrenheit, convert means they will test your technical formula skills also. Do you have good knowledge in mathematics? Right. So they will give you some guidance. They will give you some guidance. But I told you, na, EMI calculator. Such complex things they will give. Even in conditions also. That's the reason such things you need to understand. Prime number or this. Is it a even number or odd number? So several questions are asked. I will tell you some other later. Next level we will see that. Okay, now write little bit complex now. This is the second one here. Sixth. So write a program to check if triangle is equilateral, scalene or isosceles. What is the condition? We have to pass 3 sides. If side 1 is equal to side 2 and side 1 is equal to side 3, means one side is equal to 2 sides, then it is which one? Equilateral. If side 1 is equal to side 2, means both must be equal here. And means both must be equal. Side 1 must be equal to side 2, side 1 must be equal to side 3, then equilateral. So if side 1 is equal to side 2 or side 2 is equal to side 3 or side 1 is equal to side 3, any two sides are equal. Any two sides are equal, then it is isosceles. Otherwise it is an scalene. Understood? Right logic for this. That is the condition actually. Mm. Mm. Done? How you will write or, man? Huh? How you write or you will write or word? Huh? Mm. Mm. You can't write or word, or operator you have to write. Mm. Yeah, good. Already I given condition. You have to just put a symbol. This is for what? Ampersand, double ampersand. This is for what? Double pipe symbol, or already their condition is here now, right? You have to write that. Okay, another program I will give. So there is write a program to find the XY values are in origin or in which quadrant. So quadrant. So quadrant is actual coordinates. Huh? Let me see if a diagram is available. Quadrant diagram. This is the quadrant diagram. Axis I will give. This is first quadrant, second quadrant, like this. Quadrant means actually this one, quadrant. Okay, here diagram is not there. I will give the diagram. Quadrant is nothing but quadrant means, now what is the point here? I will draw a diagram here. Quadrant is nothing but, suppose this is the diagram. This is the diagram actually. And this here, this is actually this is starting with, so let's say this is 0. Okay, now, and here it is having the values. How the values will be? So the values will be like this. Quadrant value will be like 1. Okay, and here the value will be 2. So the value will be 3. Like this we have 1, 2, 3 like this. Right? And generally this one will be what? -1, -2, -3, -4. And here also right side will be how much? 1, 2 like this. 2, 3 and 4. This side will be how much? So like, so -3. So -4, -3, like -2 and -1. Now, what is the point is, you have to write a function here. Find is the function. Find origin. Okay. Find origin is the function. In that x-axis, y-axis, you have to pass. Now, actually, this is called first. Okay, this is called, suppose, second. Okay, or say the quadrants will be like this. The first coordinate, second quadrant. Diagram is there. I will upload the diagram. In my machine, I have a drawing all this. Okay, it will be counterclockwise. So actually this is what? Second, and this is what? Third. Okay, this is what? Fourth. Okay, now when value is passed xy value, if the value is between this range, then it should say second. If the value is within this range, it should say first. If the value of x and y is within this range, then it should say third. And here if it is within this range, it should say fourth. What is this range? Greater than x na x axis. This is x, right? This is x axis. This is x, okay na? And this is y axis. If the value is x value is greater than 0 and x value is less than 0, y value is less than 0, x value is greater than 0 and y value is less than it is less than 0, then it is which coordinate? Fourth. If x and y are both same, means x equal to 0, y equal to 0, then it should say it is in origin. Understood? Write a program for this. In which quadrant x and y falls. So if I entered origin, suppose 0, 0, then it should say it is in origin. So if I say origin, suppose I entered some, so 2 and so x and y na 2 and minus 2. Then it is in which one? Fourth na, like that. All directions, maximum 4 we will give. That is better, okay? You should use x, y. X is greater than 0 and y it is greater than 0. Then it is in which coordinate? First, right? X is less than 0 and y is greater than 0. Yes, it is in second. And x is less than 0 and y is less than 0. Then it is third. Otherwise it is fourth. Right. What you return? X, where is X? X is greater than 0, not equal. It should not equal. It should not be equal. Greater than. Equal means horizon. Huh? X is greater than 0 and Y is greater than 0. Then X is less than 0 and Y is greater than 0. Then it is second. X is less than 0 and Y is less than 0. Then it is both are equal, then good. Okay, everyone is good, right? So online people who submitted all are good. Okay, understood, right? Now I will give very complex task. You try to achieve this. That is for home. You have to do it home. Okay, and that is, so you have to write a program to convert number to words. This is very popular program asked in companies regularly. For JavaScript people, out of 100 interviews you attend, so 80 interviews will ask this problem. Write a program to convert number to words. That means you will see in any money transaction website, you entered 5,000 number. Below it says 5,000 only words. Understood? You enter a number, it will display in words. So here you have number to words word converter, right? It is almost seen in every website. Number to word converter in any money transactions and all. You see number to word converters looks like this. You enter a number. So number 450. and calculate it. It should say 450. Understood? So I entered 455 and 455. It should display 455. Like this it should do. Take a value, convert that value into number and display. You try this program at home. If you are unable to do, I will explain in class. Okay, but you should be able to do this. If you can do this, very good. Let's see how many of you can try. Try up to hundreds enough. You try overexcited and go thousands, na? It will be hundreds of lines code. Okay. Just 3, if you can do, it's good. Okay. Try that. Right. This is your task. You have to create number to words. Here you will use if conditions, arrays also you can try. Arrays you have to use. I told you the concept of date now. Date returns all number, month number, day number. How January, February we will display. Similar concept will be here. Right? Try this program. It's very popular. So lot of JavaScript interviews you will see this because it is used regularly. This is your task to do. Okay, na? Try that. You can take help from Google, you will see, but don't put the same logic here. Think your way of logic and implement. Make it simple. Understood? Then I will explain how to handle that in the later if you are unable to do. Okay. So that's enough. You try this exercise, right? This is only conditional related concept I explained. After switch and loops, again, I will conduct a test like this. I will give some programs to you, which are asked in companies related to strings, related to arrays. I will conduct one test like, right? So with all the programs, you have to do that. Okay, na? Then tomorrow, so you try this and submit. So Monday, we will continue. In Monday session, we will discuss about switches and how do we work with for loops, looping statements and all. Okay, right?